guys, I've been gone for a whole day, and I know it must be horrible, but I'm going to be starting a new content thing that I'm going to be doing where I'm going to be recapping everything happening on the internet whenever some big shit happens. And a lot of big shit happened during my leave of absence. If you are enjoying this type of content, if you're new to my channel, if you're old to my channel, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn the bell on for all notifications, because I'm going to keep you all up to date on all of the beautiful, beautiful drama slop that goes on this platform, because my God, there is nothing else to talk about, and my God, do I love bullying the bullies of this platform. Let's call out some bullshit. If you don't subscribe, you're gay. Hasan gets called out by Adin Ross and reveals once again, surprise, surprise, that Hassan is a fucking hypocrite. A lying hypocrite, mind you.
Here's what I'm gonna leak about you, Hassan. I'm not gonna say when, I'm not gonna say how, I'm not gonna say what.
Yep.
Hassan wanted to come to kick in the very beginning.
Ooh, oh, man. Are we about to hear that the only reason why Hassan is so anti-kick is because he wanted the partnership, but he couldn't get one? Oh, man, that's rough.
They offered him an amount and he didn't like it, obviously, because you're not worth that much.
He's not. If Hassan ever got signed to kick, the platform's reputation somehow would be even worse than it was. Hassan is not valuable as a streamer because all he is just a chair reacting to politics. The moment Hassan leaves, the moment Hassan gets banned, someone else will take that throne. He doesn't do anything unique. He's not smart enough to actually give you a take of his own, because all he does is listen to his audience, because he's completely audience captured. And he'll just say, hey guys, I think that killing children is funny. Hey guys, I think that terrorism is cool. Hey guys, I'm a socialist. Ignore my Porsche car and my Gucci bag. He's a complete fraudulent entity. Anybody can take his place. The moment that Hassan dies, someone else will take his throne as the biggest political content creator and get the exact same amount of views, because people just know his name. They don't know his content. They don't know what he does, because Hassan has no authentic viewpoints of his own. Let's keep going here.
To no gambling. And that's the truth. You're mad as fuck that kick is working.
Yep.
Hassan, how could you talk about kick communities and kick creators being the toxic and the cancer? Bro, what you preach to your community, they're brainwashed by you, bro.
Yep.
You live in a $5 million house.
Yep.
You buy nice clothes. You buy designer. You buy jewelry. You buy everything you want to do. You never donate to anything that you preach and all this stuff. You contradict yourself every time.
Yep.
You're a terrorist. You don't even like America.
Dude, it feels so good. I mean this generally. My bar for liking people is so low these days. Here's my only requirements. Be nice to me, and you cannot like Hassan. And if you do those two things, man, we're best friends. We're best friends, because the world feels so deluded right now. It does. It feels so deluded. They feel so delusional, because there are people who invite this guy to their events. There are news broadcasting stations that invite this guy to give interviews. There are people who invite him to their game days, to their streams. There are people who say, yeah, I like Hassan. He's my friend. You are a spineless fucking coward if you are going to support this guy and everything that he said and all the damage he's done. And these aren't allegations. These are real things that you can find him doing on his own fucking stream. Genuinely, you are a pussy if you like this guy. You cannot say anymore that, well, he's a nice guy when he doesn't talk about politics. Brother, he supports entire terrorist organizations that are killing children. He is labeling streamers falsely as criminals. He is saying that streamers are responsible for the death of their own family. And he takes his entire brainwashed chat to attempt to ruin these people's lives. He is a plague on this earth. If you are some guy who says that you like this dude, you are just as big a piece of shit as him. And I rarely ever guilt anybody by association. But you cannot tell me for all of the plague that this guy brings everywhere he goes, that there's any other reason that you hang out with this guy other than you're hoping to get a part of his audience. I think saying that you are cool with Hassan is such a fucking self-report. Genuinely.
He doesn't. He doesn't, chat. He really, really doesn't. I'm just being real. He doesn't. Okay? Now, here's what I will say as well. He knows Kick's working, chat. He wishes he took that bag at the very beginning. He knows that Kick is working. And here's how you know Kick is
working to a disgusting degree. Because it is such an easy platform. I keep the same title every single day, and I just press the go live button. And the viewership on Kick is so authentic that these people just show up every single time because they're just looking for an alternative. Because every single time Twitch talks, Kick gains viewership. Because the biggest thing naturally causing people to swap to Kick is anytime Dan Clancy opens his mouth. And that's the God's honest truth.
Working and it's going to win. Because before, when a DDG or a Solominati would get banned on Twitch and talk about coming to Kick, they get unbanned instantly with a snap of a fucking finger. Okay? A snap of a finger. It doesn't it's obvious that motherfuckers are rattled. It's very obvious now. Okay? It's a legit competitor to Twitch.
Yep.
It just is. It just is.
It is.
And also, I'll just say this. When you stream on Twitch, you have to appeal. You have to appeal to somebody you're not. Most of the time, these creators are look at Solominati. Why do you think he's not streaming? Why do you think he's not streaming? He got banned for speaking out and talking and being Solominati. You have to appeal to a fake, I don't know if it's a narrative. I don't know what the fuck it is. But Kick is working. Kick works. You guys call me delusional. I don't give a fuck. I've been called delusional my entire life. Kick will win. And I stand by that.
I also genuinely believe that. There's a reason why I continue my multi-stream to Kick every single fucking day, and also converting viewers has not been a problem at all. If I ever just don't stream on Twitch and I don't stream on YouTube and I let people know in advance that I'm going to be live on Kick, nobody has a problem with, oh my God, I have to go to Kick anymore. That's not a thing that's said anymore, because they realize it's just a good platform, and people would rather a website that promotes gambling over a website that promotes anti-Semitism and terrorism. Right, so it's really pick your poison. They're both fucking they're both shitty. Who cares? At least Kick actually gives more money to the creators, and there's no ads for the viewers. So it's better for the streamers and it's better for the viewers. I'm just keeping it up on Kick until people catch on, and that's pretty much it.
But again, with the whole gambling thing, I bet you also didn't know that Twitch wanted to make stake work. Twitch at one point was most likely on some shit where they were like, yo, if you pay us more than what DraftKings wants to pay us, you can keep the crypto casino. It's all for money, bro.
The only reason why people are shit talking Kick for making money that way is because they're upset they didn't do it themselves. It's the same thing with creators like Mizkif, right? Like, everybody knows that Miz would have taken a gambling deal if he got offered one. He says bad gambling, bad gambling, bad gambling. He knows he would have taken if he would have got a good enough offer.
It's all for money, okay? So since they couldn't make that deal happen, if that even was a deal, that's what happens. It's just obvious, bro. It's very, very obvious.
People are just mad because they wanted the bag and they couldn't get one because they weren't fucking good enough. Let's keep going here, because another wonderful time is hopefully you guys understand the type of creator Hassan is. And so Hassan wants to claim that he's funny while Destiny's not, and the examples he gives are just fucking ridiculous. Let's hear about Hassan's humor. Guys. Can you even remember the last time you ever laughed at a joke Hassan told? Me neither. Let's keep going.
He literally constantly doxes people, points them to Kiwi Farms threads. He's disgusting. Yeah. He is the perfect defender of Israel in that regard.
There's a great little buzzword. This guy defends Israel. I protect Palestine. I said free Palestine. Now everybody's going to agree with everything that I say. Wow, dude. Very cool.
He is very fucking conservative coded.
Oh, there's another one. He's conservative. I'm waiting to hear the alt-right grifter. I love how Hassan calls Destiny one of the biggest liberals conservative. Do these people even know what these terms mean? Because these terms have been misused for so long that even I didn't know what they meant. Let's keep going here.
Very reactionary in general. Very similar to like the entitled, arrogant behavior that you hear from Israel when they're like, why you not like Israel? We are killing babies. We are killing children, you say? Okay.
Hassan, you literally supported the Houthis that fucking bombed an airport with children at it. And I listen, Hassan, I understand that you love children based on that brothel you went to with the children at it. I understand that you love kids. You love the kids. You love children. But let's not sit here and say Destiny is bad because he supports Israel that kills kids. And then you say, oh, but I'm good because I support the Houthis because they kill kids and they kill gay people. While you're on there with Austin's show, your gay co-host, and supposedly one of your best friends. So you are damning people for doing the same things that you do. Let's keep going here.
Okay, those children are Hamas. You are anti-Semitic. We must deplatform. You are anti-Semitism. Like, he basically does that. Yeah, like, that's why you heard one of his fans be like, you called Mayor Pete a rat. As like a big point of...
I want to pull this up. So this person says, you're kind of disgusting now, but I guess it's entertaining. So let me get this right. So why do you think I'm disgusting? The kids thingy, rest I'm okay with. I don't think Hassan is a pedophile. I said Hassan went to a brothel with children at it. Nothing that I just said was untrue. Now, you can be upset at people when they lie. I am giving you an accurate representation of what happened. That brothel had a history of trafficking children. This is another guy who went to a Diddy party. This is not me changing history. These are legitimate facts. So can I ask you a question? If a guy goes to a brothel that has a history of sex trafficking children, if a guy goes to a Diddy party, is it not safe to assume he must really like kids? Or are you about to say, well, not everybody who went to Epstein Island was like that? Well, not everybody who consensually goes to Diddy parties is like that. Was he going for the alcohol? Was he going for the music? I'll just sit back and listen. I didn't fact check this. And isn't that crazy how the world changes? Better yet, Chocolate, just stay. Hold up. I'm going to show you this in real time, and I want to know your reaction. Hassan says, his own words, that he would love to hang in Diddy Ciroc entourage and trickle down bang anything thrown his way. So this guy wants to the same things that Diddy. Let's keep going here. His words, not mine.
Are you denying going to a Diddy party? Of course I'm denying. This didn't happen. What are you talking about? Think. I walked into this like back like sphere Epcot looking thing in the back of like the house that P. Diddy was renting for his and was throwing after parties at Coachella, and there.
Yeah, that is the champion of the left. Back to what we were talking about. Here we go.
Contention against me. Like, as much as I entertain edgy humor, it's usually not against like defenseless children. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he just goes parties with defenseless children instead. It's way different. Hassan, Destiny tells edgy jokes. You accuse people of crimes. You even yourself tried to label everybody who doesn't dislike you as a rapist pedophile. So before you say Destiny isn't allowed to make edgy jokes, which, by the way, I would like to just make this very clear. Destiny can make whatever fucking jokes he wants, but if people push back against those jokes because they're not funny, that's up to him to fucking solve. Is Destiny allowed to talk about the dying children in the Guadalupe River? Yeah. But are we still going to call him a retard for it? Abso-fucking-lutely. And I think it's very different when the people you're making those jokes at are the people who are the first responders to helping the hopefully not dead children yet. It's really not that deep. It's very, very, very simple. Destiny claps back at Hassan.
I always have more views on Hassan. Hassan does not have much, he doesn't have much pull outside of Twitch. Like, people think I'm just jelly when I say this, but he's been granted an institutional monopoly on Twitch by whoever the fuck keeps him there.
And I want to make this very clear. Hassan really has no pull outside of Twitch. He genuinely does not. I can show you this myself. Hassan, a channel that has 1.7 million subscribers. Guys, me and Hassan get the same views on YouTube. As a matter of fact, I get 1.5 million more views than Hassan on YouTube. And I'm a fucking nobody, right? So Hassan can sit there and get pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed on Twitch. But the reality is, I'm a fucking nobody. And I'm bigger than him. And that's just the truth. He's an industry plant. Let's keep going here.
Like as the only leftist influencer, right? All the other ones fall in line. Nobody's going to contradict him on that platform from the left. Asmongold is obviously shitting on him from the right, but there is like basically no huge like streamer that pushes back or can push back. Yeah, maybe if Hutch continues to grow, but yeah, it's fucking annoying. But I'm pretty sure on any program where we do things together, or where it's like me and him, like I'm just a better, not to be mean, but I'm a better guest. I'm more funny. Can laugh at myself. I'm just generally wittier, smarter, taller, more handsome, younger, just everything. Can bench more, you know, just everything.
And he's just so humble. And you know what's crazy? That's the guy that Hassan's afraid of. Hassan talks constantly about how strong he is and how powerful he is and how he's going to punch these people in the mouth. Yet this guy is afraid of getting in with the debate titan on call. He's afraid of getting in a call with that. Brother, you want to act like you have this aura about you, yet you're horrified of getting in a call with Destiny. And by the way, before anybody says that I'm afraid to get on call with Destiny, I was the guy who approached Destiny to get on a call with me. And my last 2 streams, I waited. I went extra to see if Destiny would go live, and that way I would get him on call with me. But he's been busy. And that's a fact. You can check my VODs. Let's keep going here. Now we have Ethan going after Idubbbz with the caption, "Get a load of this douchebag." Dude, Ethan's Insta stories are so funny.
Ultimately, I think it's a good thing because I think I am meant to roll around in shit. I think me and Ethan are both meant to be rolling around in pig shit all day long, and other people are meant to do boxing or debating or whatever else. Ethan and me, pig shit rolling around type of fellas.
So what's the plan with Ethan Klein? The rule, just so you guys are aware, is like, we just don't give it any attention, you know? I really want to make my own shit. It's kind of one of the, I think, reasons I stopped making as much drama content is because I personally didn't want to feel super reliant on it. And I think there's a place for it for sure, but it's like, it's very easy to get roped into it and have that be your entire fucking brain. And it's just...
So first of all, right, Idubbbz, you're the only one rolling around in shit. Ethan is fucking owning right now. And good news, according to Anissa, if you're looking for shit, you shouldn't have to go too far because it should already be in your own pants. Asmongold, once again, claps back at Hassan, and we are really having the Avengers Endgame fight right here.
He's actually achieved that goal because there's been so many people now that have been alienated by people like Hassan and people that are in his orbit and in his, you know, like his community, that now they have no problem going to stake. They have no problem doing, you know, any of this stuff because, you know, they're already being called Nazis. They're already being called, you know, genocide lovers, etc.
Yep.
And so why would people try to come to the table and win your approval when you're lying about them? And I think that's really where the problem is that you can't lie about people constantly and then be surprised when they stop trying to seek your approval.
Yep. That's why everything Hassan has ever said about me, I'm not interested in even remotely debating it with him. I'll just shit on him for it. That's it. He's a joke. Everything he says should be treated as a joke because he's a joke. He has no merit whatsoever. He's a flash in the pan. He will be forgotten about very soon because like Icarus, he's flying way too close to the sun and eventually those wings are going to burn. And all of those people that surround themselves with Hassan are going to abandon him because they're not there for him. They're there for what he can do for them. And that is it. By pushing far left terrorist propaganda. And that is it. And it's crazy how one side is constantly lying and the others is, well, I'll be real. Hassan's 45 years old, guys. The other one is at least a lot more rooted in reality than the other.
No rules, no regulation.
And I think it's really sad to say when the only way that you can combat your enemies is by lying.
It's all in crypto. As crypto goes up, the fucking net worth goes up as well. These guys go, fuck it. We'll just make our own goddamn website. Then they created Kick. Kick created an entire generation of shitheads.
Yes, and you created Kick.
Yep.
And so did I. And that's right. And also, by the way, the only real reason, if it's all about power, you have to understand this, is that it's completely about power. Right now, the power lies in the hands of people that are not Hassan. Hassan, in 2022, let's say, had a complete monopoly on the discourse. There was no other place to discuss any sort of viewpoints on the internet. You couldn't speak out against any of these things.
Yeah, COVID era was very much ruled by woke libtards. It was. Where everybody had to believe that, you know what, maybe we do spend our entire lives pandering to people with mental illnesses. And there was a lot of content creators who are completely audience captured by those exact same people. And you'll see a lot of those in the gotcha space as well, like Tawano, Enviosity, Yatsu. They all got to pretend that they're gay. They all got to pretend that they're bisexual. They all got to believe that, oh yeah, I'm friends with every trans person on the planet. Oh yeah, I love Kamala Harris. Oh yeah, Donald Trump. Oh yeah, ba 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 ba. Like, we should be able to do whatever we want with our bodies. Yes, queen. I would love to sleep with the woman who's also slept with 1,000 men in one day. It's pathetic. These people are dumb as shit. They truly are. And Hassan, you know, he did a good job on capitalizing on those people. But it's 2025 now. People are waking the fuck up. Times are changing. And the scales are shifting. And Hassan has to get more and more and more extreme in order to radicalize those who have watched him into thinking that it is his way or the highway. He is the good one. Everyone else is bad. And that's just the truth.
At all. And
he's stuck in 2019, yeah.
And the way that he expressed himself
Pendulum
was the dominant
back.
message, and people were not allowed to criticize or complain about it. Now things have changed, and there are other places where people can have viewpoints. And that obviously is a threat to a person who doesn't want to have their viewpoints challenged. And I get that. I understand that. It's fine. But the way the world is that if you alienate enough people, they end up making their own place. And that's what's happened, is that people like Hassan have purity tested each other, and they've purity tested themselves into the most distilled and radical group of people possible, and they've alienated everybody who is tangentially, in a lot of cases, on their side, like Destiny, like me, like Ethan. A lot of us see eye to eye with a lot of issues. Like, all four of us see eye to eye with many issues, but because...
Bro, Hassan is so far left, I'm convinced I'm far right. Because Hassan has done irreparable damage to the left. He has. Like, especially the left streaming space, because they want to be cool with Hassan, now they're agreeing with his extremist rhetoric. It's embarrassing. Because he has so many fucking viewers as the largest political content creator representing that side, now more and more people are having extremist views because this guy is that big of a manipulative piece of shit.
Because of these like really, really narrow wedge social issues.
I think you're secretly gay in the closet. Dude, I wish I was gay. Straight up. Dude, you know how good of hand jobs I could give to other dudes? Guys, I've been jerking myself off for like 26 years. Like, I promise you, I can make any dude come in like 5 fucking seconds. Because I'll be real, watching women try to give a hand job, it's like, what the fuck are you doing, bitch? You've done this maybe 3 times in your entire life. I've done this hundreds of thousands of times. Let's keep going here.
It's like this other person's a fucking Nazi. And this is the issue, is that I think that this is the reason why this type of messaging is falling apart, is that if a conservative can agree with you on 1 out of 10 things, they will generally try to find common ground.
Yeah.
And if a liberal can agree with you on 9 out of 10 things, they'll call you a Nazi for it not being 10 out of 10.
It's the truth. Because if you're not as far left as the rest of them, then you're a fucking Nazi. Now, here's Hasan talking about a Sigma grind set coded work routine. And by the way, guys, I want to remind you that all of these horrific ass clips have happened in the past 36 hours. This isn't me going through hundreds of hours of clips. These are highlights posted by one Twitter account of what has been said in the past 36 hours. Let's begin.
It's kind of funny because, like, I think I work more than he does. Like, I wake up at 6 a.m. every morning.
And then he leaves his chair and lets his stream react to the news. Hasan, shut the fuck up. Now here's Hasan calling out every single slop tuber on the platform. Here we go.
YouTube, and I just wanted to say I used to be a big fan of some of the streamers, YouTubers who talk shit about you, and I finally decided to check your content myself and was amazed to see how many things they just flat out lied about and how we actually align politically.
Oh my God. Guys, we align politically. That means I need to watch every single one of your streams. I too love terrorists. Wow. I too think the Houthis deserve a Nobel Peace Prize. Paid comment, by the way.
And I can't believe I was listening to them about you for so long. Love your content. Hell yeah. Welcome.
Yeah, this definitely isn't another pirate software moderator moment. All right, let me put on my 1 HP voice. All right, dude, so I need you to make a new chatter account and just say that all the slop tubers are wrong and that I'm really cool and really epic and really handsome. Can you do that? Great. Yeah, I'll make sure to give you $50 after stream. Jesus, this is so fucking pathetic, bro. Bro, this is so fucking pathetic.
Welcome to the fight. You're one of us now. There are many people like you in this community. Don't worry.
This guy is such a fucking loser. It's insane. There's so many people just like you. There's so many people just like you who don't believe the lies. Hasan, these are things that you've said from your own mouth. No one's lying. These are things that you've said, that you've admitted to. Jesus.
You are surrounded by people who also initially made up their minds on who I am and what I represent, because there is a steady flow. It's also weird being a Turkey Tom fan and Hasan fan simultaneously, because it was definitely crazy. I mean, yeah, that dude is, I think, like, I don't really know too much about him, but he seems to be an unsavory fellow.
Turkey Tom, with the little experience that I have with him, we're not friends. We've never even talked. Turkey Tom has kept it pretty damn fair in almost every issue that he's ever covered. He even covered my shit, and he kept it incredibly fair. So I don't know why the fuck we're going off on Turkey Tom here, but as far as I'm concerned, he's a pretty solid guy.
I feel like a lot of those guys just rehash Reddit comments basically, and then they just like make a YouTube video off of that, and then they just like fucking, you know, collect the dollars.
Brother, it's not Reddit comments. These are clips from your stream. We can't change the things that you've said. You were the one who said them. We'll end this video here because somehow there's even more to talk about, but I hope you enjoyed the comment, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. See you on the next one.